Hey guys, it's your girl Briana here. If you're new, welcome to Multi-Fandom K-Pop World, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So today's video might be a little touchy and controversial for some people. We are going to be talking about KAACHI. Now, if you don't know who KAACHI is, I will be getting into it shortly. This is a topic that I wasn't sure if I wanted to touch on because I've seen a lot of people kind of debating about it back and forth. I know it's a very touchy subject for a lot of people, and I really kind of went back and forth about it in my mind. Should I react to it? Should I react to KAACHI? Should I give my honest opinion? And I decided that I really wanted to. So before we get into this video, I just want to make a disclaimer. I do welcome debate in the comments, all of your honest opinions, constructive criticism, but what I don't want to see is any hate being shown toward KAACHI, any bullying, or any negativity like that. If I do see that in the comment section, I will remove it because the purpose of this video is not to send hate to KAACHI. The purpose of this video is just to give my honest opinion on KAACHI. So that's exactly what I want to do. So if you're not familiar with KAACHI, KAACHI is a K-pop group that is based out of London, and they consist of 4 members. So the 4 members are Nicole, Chunso, Danny, and Coco. There was actually another member that was in the group, but she left before their debut. They debuted on April 15th of 2020 under Front Row Records. So just a little bit about the members. First, we have Nicole. She is the leader, and she is from Venezuela. Then we have Coco, who is actually Korean. Danny, who's the main rapper, and she is British. And then lastly, we have Chunso. She is the maknae, and she is also of Hispanic descent. So right away, the first thing I noticed when I heard about KAACHI was that there was only 1 Korean member. And for me, that was a little different because, you know, this is supposed to be a K-pop group. So I was definitely surprised that there was only 1 Korean member of the group. And on top of that, after looking into KAACHI more, I saw that a lot of people were saying that only 1 member knew how to speak Korean, and that was obviously the Korean member of the group, Coco. So that was a little strange to me too. So just to give you some background, I had no idea who KAACHI was until someone that I'm in a group chat with actually sent a message and was like, hey, have you guys heard of KAACHI? I was like, no, but when I saw that they weren't Korean, I was kind of interested because, you know, I just found it exciting that there were some people of non-Korean descent getting into K-pop because that's not something that you see a lot. So I was very hopeful. But I did click on the video, and it was basically the audio version of their single My Turn, and I was kind of like, oh no. Like, I listened to it and I just really didn't like it. I just felt like the vocals weren't that strong. They didn't sound polished. The voices just sounded kind of juvenile, just not polished, like they hadn't been trained long enough. And I saw that the comments were turned off, and I was like, okay, a lot of people must not really be feeling this group. I actually showed the song to some of my other friends, and I was like, oh gosh, what do you guys think of this? And they were kind of like, oh, well, let's wait until the music video comes out. And I was like, okay, but I don't know. So I have seen clips of the music video, but not the whole thing from start to finish. So I am going to be reacting to that in this video. On top of that, apparently KAACHI's producer has made a video responding to all of the backlash that KAACHI has been receiving. It's like a Q&A video, so I'm also going to discuss that with you guys. So before we get into the topic of this video, KAACHI, before I react to the music video, the producer's response, and also give you my honest opinions about KAACHI and just the whole discussion about non-Korean idols being K-pop, before we get into all of that good stuff, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, smash that subscribe button, make sure you ring the notification bell for post notifications. Also, thumbs up this video, and now let's get right into it. Okay, so I think that's Chunso, yeah. Okay, looks like she's freaking out about something.
It's KAACHI. I don't need to know whatever her name is, 'cause I know you'll be okay. 신경 쓰지 마. 걔는 그냥 bad boy. 네가 아까워. 우리 같이 이렇게 둘
They're trying. Just seems like they're kind of out of sync. Seems like Nicole's getting all the lines. Nicole and Junso, they're getting all the screen time. Okay, there's Coco. Yeah, they're getting all of the close-up shots. Nicole and Junso. Is this like Nicole, Junso, and friends, or? Coco's cute. Okay, rapper. Danny, right? I'm pretty sure I have those earrings. I got them from Amazon. I do have those earrings. Okay, dance break. Yeah, they're not in sync, y'all. They're not. This feels very Itzy too. Like they're trying to be, I don't know, very Itzy-esque. Okay, once again, Nicole and Junso getting all the close-up shots. Okay, KAACHI. All right, so my thoughts on the KAACHI My Turn music video. I'm gonna be as honest as possible, and I'm gonna try to say it in the nicest way possible. Because I wanna keep it real, but at the same time, like I said, the purpose of this video is not to throw any hate towards KAACHI. So the first thing I wanna talk about is the dancing and the vocals. To me, the dancing was out of sync. It just didn't really feel together and polished. Same thing with the vocals. Like I mentioned before, the vocals sounded very juvenile, and by that I mean that it sounds like they didn't get a lot of vocal training. They don't have a lot of depth to their voice. It kind of sounds like they're just sing-songing, like talk singing. There's no depth to their voice. It doesn't sound like they have any control or color or flavor to their voice. I hope you guys understand. I mean, their singing just sounded very flat. There were no like runs. There was no like vibrato or anything. It was just very, very, very simple. And to me, it just felt flat. It just makes the song feel really boring. So even though the beat isn't horrible, the whole talky, sing-songing, voice or vocals just made it sound even worse to me. I'm just trying to be honest. Like I said, the choreo and the vocals both fell flat to me. On top of that, I noticed that, at least to me, from what I was listening to, it sounded like there really wasn't that much Korean. It was mostly English with Korean kind of sprinkled in there, and I don't speak Korean, but it did sound like the pronunciation sometimes was like very awkward. Like, you know how if you're fluent in a language, or if you're like intermediate to advanced or whatever, you talk and it doesn't really take a lot of like thinking or processing. You're just talking freely. To me, it sounded like a lot of the Korean in the music video in the song sounded forced, kind of like they really had to think about it, and the pronunciation just sounded a little awkward and off to me as well. On top of that, the screen time. To me, this music video was all about Nicole, the leader, and Junso, the maknae. They got all of the screen time. They got like almost all of the close-ups. It was all about them. It was kind of like Coco and Danny were just the background dancers. They didn't get that much screen time, especially Coco. I mean, I know that Danny did have her little rap verse, so she got some close-up screen time for that. But really, it was all about Nicole and Junso. And then as far as the concept of the video, very boring. Come on, we've seen this before where the guy is a bad boy and the friends are like, oh, don't pick up the phone, don't talk to him. Come on, I just feel like if this is your debut music video, you need to come up with a better concept. You don't have to have a huge budget or spend a lot of money, but come up with a better concept than that, just because it's been done so many times. Now, if you're a girl group that has a big following, I don't know, like Blackpink or Red Velvet or Twice or something like that, if they were to do a concept like that, it would be like, okay, just because they already have a name for themselves, they also have the budget to make it really interesting, to have like, you know, killer outfits and props and all of that. But I feel like if you're a group just starting out and you don't have all of that, your name, you know, you don't have a brand for yourself, you don't have the money to back the budget of the music video, you just have to come up with a more interesting concept than don't talk to the bad boy, he's bad news. Wait your turn for love, when it's meant to happen, it'll happen. It just sounds very boring, overdone, and juvenile too, just to me, like, just wasn't feeling it. Just to bring like kind of my thoughts on the music video to a close, I did do a little bit of research on KAACHI. Apparently they only trained for 3 months before they debuted. And if you know anything about K-pop, a lot of these idols start off very young, as like very young teenagers, and they train for years until they're ready to debut. They do not debut until they're ready, and that's why a lot of rookie groups, they come out and you're like, wow, they're already so good, because they put their everything in being a trainee so that they can debut. And if they're not selected, if they're not good enough, they have to keep training until they are eventually approved to go into a group, to join a group, or maybe they give up. Like, I feel like the culture of K-pop is really, really serious. Like, only the best of the best make it. So the fact that this group only trained for 3 months and then debuted, it really shows. I mean, compare them to another girl rookie group, like for example ITZY, who I feel like they were trying to kind of copy in this music video. ITZY's a rookie group, but they came out so strong. Their singles, Icy, Dollar Dollar, like everybody loves those, because even though they were rookies, they had that fire, they had that passion, and they had the raw talent that you just couldn't deny. So anyway guys, that's my thought on the music video. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not impressed. I didn't like it. And I don't even know if I would consider this K-pop. I'll think about it a little more and revisit that at the end of the video. But now let's move on to the producer's Q&A video that was posted today on KAACHI's YouTube channel. And the purpose of this video was to, I guess, address all of the rumors that are surrounding KAACHI. And this will be new to me because I don't know of all the rumors. So let's just get right into this video as well. And I'm going to react to it. And then I'm going to give you my closing thoughts about the whole situation. All right, so here's the producer's Q&A. Don't fall for the rumors video. Let's get right into it.
It's KAACHI. Hello everyone, this is Monica. I'm the lead producer of KAACHI. 안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 KAACHI 책임 프로듀서 모니카입니다. Today, I would like to thank everyone who leave all the comments about the questions and also feedback and everything. I read through very carefully and I think really helped me to understand what you think about KAACHI and what we need to do. Okay? So, first of all, I think I will explain a little bit more about KAACHI means. KAACHI is Korean. It means value and together.
Value,
So
okay.
we wanted to create a girl group which has value and we do it together. KAACHI랑 KAACHI가. And now, before I go into a little more
That's
details,
cute.
I would like to clear up a little bit about the rumors that KAACHI is facing.
Spill the tea, girl.
KAACHI is made by Simon Cowell. So this is.
Oh, I didn't know that was a
true.
rumor.
Probably you guys got this idea where he mentioned that he will create UK K-pop girl band, which is not the case. Another thing is any of the members have shipped themselves with some of the K-pop idols, like Jungkook from BTS. So
That was a thing?
because these are like all not true, and even our member really don't know where this came from.
Who knows?
Also, people believe Only London is with our label.
I'll leave
And also
London.
KAACHI is signed with Only London's label. None of them.
That would have
is
been a
true,
mess.
and all the fake news. And also, there is rumors that our member is inserted some of the K-pop idols like Twice and Stray Kids. And these are also not the truth, and these are also fake rumors. I'm from Korea, and also I respect Korean cultures, obviously. Do you believe I would ever work with someone who really inserts my culture? I don't think so. So you have
True.
to remember that.
Fair point.
Okay, so now I would like to go a little bit more details of some of your questions and comments. There are over 2,000. So first, it was
Wow.
a comment about Erica. I've heard some people say some bad things about KAACHI, but I'm willing to give KAACHI a chance. So thank you. And Stan Luna. Here before they turned the comment.
Oh, savage.
We understood that, and we have some reason why we had to turn off. I think you probably know why we did that.
True.
Briana, why Ruth is the only member with stage name? Coco has stage name. Do you know why Coco? His name is Coco? Because she likes chocolate. And
That's
why
cute.
They also left the group and they got replaced by Coco. We have not officially announced member or trainee changes. With the trainee stage, we wouldn't be able to officially announce. But from now, since we have official members, anything changed with the members, we will officially
True.
announce. Everybody curious about what happened with KZ and Miso. They have their personal situations, which I couldn't really go into the details, but they have another plans for it, so
Okay.
that's why they had to leave. Strawberry Milk. What you guys fandom name? Because I heard some names about 점점점. So I know what 점점점 is.
Coochie.
And we haven't really announced or decided any fandom
People were
name.
saying the fandom name was
Which,
Coochie.
share with me, but I personally have one idea which I'm not sure all the members will understand or not, but I like the words KAACHI. KAACHI is Korean words, symbolize the fortune and also symbolize very special welcoming guests show up. So when we hear the birds sounds in the morning, that means very special guests will be visiting us. But the only problem is ka is like 상기야. So it's really hard to put that in English. So that could be only problem. But what do you think of KAACHI? My question is, how long did each member train? They trained ever since they joined KAACHI. We're actually, our minimum requirement is more than 5 years background experience, either dancing or it could be vocal training. All the members, including the trainees, they actually fulfilled our minimum requirements. Ever since they joined the group, they went on vocal trainings, dance training, media training, and also personality and attitude training. We are experiencing limited resources and limited access to
Okay.
the trainer. Especially, there is not much of people who specialize in K-pop, specifically K-pop. And so Pong, did Junsun leave the group? No, she's still with KAACHI, and she's like my little sister, and
That's
I
cute.
really like her. There are so many comments about why KAACHI is K-pop girl band. By reading all the comments, I think I understood what you guys really meaning and also what you're trying to say to me. So it really helped to understand what you're thinking, and also I just took some time to think about it and also got some feedback from people in the music industry as well. I'm just trying to give you my personal opinions about KAACHI and also as a producer's opinion. A lot of comments that saying that one of the things I really like is KAACHI should be UK pop inspired by K-pop. I think it really makes sense.
Good point.
The definition of the K-pop. We define K-pop as a genre, so that's why we put the K-pop in it. Also for the Western people, they have right to perform and do influenced by K-pop as a genre. And lastly, K-pop has become very much global. Some of the
It is global.
Korea-based entertainment company, they are auditioning for the non-Asian K-pop artists as well. It's happening. Also, this is like a new opportunity for you guys as well. Whether it's from the cover dance group or it could be from just, naturally happen. But there are so many opportunities in the future. If it's not just KAACHI's case, but there will be some other things will be coming up soon. So that's all I can say at the moment. For this Q&A, I learned a lot of slangs. I tried to understand what you guys thinking, and also maybe it's time for you guys also sort of understand what's going on and then why we're doing it. Thank you so much for watching today. I wish you all the safe and healthy in COVID-19 quarantine. Thank you. Have a good day. Cheers.
Okay, so first of all, I just really want to say that I respect KAACHI's management and the producer for handling this the way they did. They could have just turned off the comments and chosen not to respond to everyone's concerns and comments in general. They could have just said, we're not going to respond to it. So I really do appreciate that they decided to just face the issue head on. As far as what the producer had to say, I did like the fact that she brought up that she was Korean herself, so she didn't really intend to, insult anyone with the formation of KAACHI. I like how she explained the meaning of KAACHI as far as like Korean culture, and I also like the fact that she dispelled all of the rumors that were floating around, and some of them, to me, when I heard her say them, I was like, yeah, that's obviously a rumor. That's obviously a scandal, just brought up to create drama. So I really like that she addressed all of those issues. So one thing I want to touch on is at the end where she answered a question that was basically like, why are you calling KAACHI K-pop? It should be Western music influenced by K-pop. And that's actually interesting because when I was watching KAACHI's music video, afterwards I did scroll down in the comments section and someone said something like, K-pop is a part of Asian culture and basically it should stay that way. It should be like an Asian thing. And here's my whole issue with K-pop is Korean pop. It's an Asian thing. It should be for Asians. Yes, K-pop is Korean pop, and yes, it does have its roots in Korean culture. It's a Korean thing, I get it. But here's the thing. K-pop is influenced by Western music. Let's be real. Hip-hop, R&B, rap, you will see all of those elements. Rock, punk, you'll see all of those elements in K-pop, okay? I can guarantee you a Western artist has produced for some of your favorite K-pop artists. Let's be real, okay? Western influence is huge in K-pop. And K-pop, because of that, has become an international phenomenon. It's not just restricted to Asia. That's why we have all these international fans. That's why we have groups like BTS and Super M and SHINee and all these other groups that have come to tour in the US, to the UK, basically to the Western world, because it's not just an Asian thing now. Yes, it's Korean pop, but K-pop has really expanded, I would say, in the last few years, and it really has become an international thing. There are people that before had no idea what K-pop was, wasn't interested in it, and now maybe are still not interested in it, but at least they know what it is. So I really liked the fact that the producer kind of touched on that, and she was like, now things are changing and there are more Western people auditioning to join groups and to train, that things are changing. So I do really like that she touched on the diversification of K-pop. But just to give you my final thoughts about KAACHI. First of all, I want to say that I really respect that the producer, addressed all of the rumors and issues. I think that says a lot about KAACHI's company and their brand. Like that's definitely a positive thing. That's a sign of a good leader, of good management. But the things that I talked about before still stand. I think that even though the manager mentioned that all of the members, all of their trainees that auditioned had 5 years of vocal or dancing experience, I just still feel like this group just isn't ready to debut yet. They're just unpolished. And I feel like the fact that they are considered outsiders in K-pop, if you want to call it K-pop, they're outsiders. Only one of the members is Asian or Korean. The others are not. So already K-pop stans are going to be looking at them, especially the ones that are Asian and feel like, K-pop should be an Asian thing. They're already going to have laser eyes on KAACHI. They're already going to be watching them. They're already going to be wanting them to fail because they're outsiders. So I feel like being an outsider in K-pop, not only do you have Western people in the group, but you're coming from, a record label that probably no one has heard of, so you're the underdog in the game. They should have made sure that KAACHI was ready. They should have made sure that KAACHI was trained to the point that it would be hard to pick them apart. They should have came out like a really, really strong rookie group, kind of like ITZY did. Because you're an outsider, you really have to prove yourself. Yes, it's kind of messed up that that's how things are, but that's just how life works. They should have been ready. They should have been polished. So that way, maybe people wouldn't like them, but they couldn't say, oh, it's the dancing, oh, it's the singing, oh, it's this. They should have really had them more together. That's just my opinion. I know that the producer said that the resources were limited, but that's just my take on thing. Anyway, guys, that's how I feel about KAACHI. As far as if I consider KAACHI to be K-pop, to be honest with you, I know that there's a Korean member and that some of the lyrics are in Korean, but as a K-pop stan for 10 years, to me, it doesn't feel like K-pop to me. I feel like just because you throw Korean lyrics in there doesn't mean it's K-pop. I feel, and I'm not saying that because a majority of the members are not Asian or Korean. To me, K-pop has this kind of polished look to it. Like I said, the trainees, they train for years before they're able to debut. So you're getting like really high quality dancing, vocals, visuals, like as far as the music videos and everything, you're getting all of that. And I didn't expect KAACHI to have like a crazy music video because I know that they're like a small company. But to me, it just didn't feel like K-pop. It just came across kind of cheesy, kind of like manufactured. That's just how I feel. I do think that these girls have potential, and maybe if they, you know, received more vocal training especially, and then more dancing training just so that they would be more in sync and together, that maybe they could go somewhere. But as far as right now, no, I wouldn't really consider it K-pop. I'm not feeling the song like I mentioned before. I'm not feeling the music video. But now that I've gave you guys my honest opinions on KAACHI, definitely in the comments below, let me know what you think about this. What do you think of KAACHI? What do you think of the music video and the producer's statement? Do you consider KAACHI K-pop? What do you think about Western people getting involved in K-pop, whether they're debuting or etc.? Let me know in the comments below. But like I said, I don't want any hate or anything like that in the comment sections towards KAACHI, because this is not what this is about. This is just supposed to be a discussion where we can express our honest opinions on the topic at hand. But yes, I do wish KAACHI the best. If they do choose to stay in the music industry, I hope that they grow and improve. Like I said, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Also, definitely make sure to check out my other K-pop commentary videos. I actually did one on Hyuna a while back and another one on Ali London, so I will link them both as cards in this video so that you can check them out. And before you hop off this video, guys, make sure, like I said, you join the Multi-Fandom K-pop family. Here we do K-pop reactions, K-pop commentary videos, and sometimes we even do K-pop makeup looks. So if you're interested in any of that, like I said, smash the subscribe button, like this video, ring the notification bell for post notifications, and also comment your thoughts below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Thank you.